Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for joining me again. So this is part 2. If you haven't already watched the first part of this video, please head on to my channel and you'll get the first part of this video, and then you can come back to this one. So before we get into the video, you guys, your girl would really appreciate it if you can just like this video and hit the subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. My name is Florence Nyandare, and I post weekly videos about my life, as you know, just me, all the things that I like. So you guys just stick with me, let's get to know each other. You get to know me, I get to know you. Let's do that. So come on back, let's get into part 2 of my horror bird story. So you guys, I am so shiny, but that's okay. You get those days too. Okay, let's keep this momentum going. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I am so grateful for my 110 subscribers as of this morning. Okay, you guys, let's get into the video. Fine. Okay, where was I? Okay, so on that day, they come and then they say they are prepping me for surgery. So then they get the catheter in and all of that. They told me I cannot eat or drink anything from 9 p.m. the previous night. So, and again, then they put the IV in. They put the IV in, and they come checking me every couple of hours or so. Again, that day comes and then it goes, you guys. And then another day comes, I'm still in the hospital. Another day comes and it goes, and another day comes. At this point, I'm starting to get frustrated. They keep checking me and everything is fine. You know, I'm healthy. Oh, probably I should mention that I was diagnosed with hypertension a couple of years ago. So I've been on hypertensive medication for a couple of years. And when I got into the hospital, they asked me if obviously they checked my file, and the lady nurse also asked me if if I'm taking any kind of medication, and I told her I am taking hypertensive medication. And then she asked me if I had my own, and I said, yeah, I do take my own. So I had taken my own medication into the hospital that I was taking every single day. So at this point, you guys, my hands are swelling up. I am getting the IV moved from one hand to the other, one day to the other. If they put it in this side, it swells up. They put it in on the, sometimes it's there for hours on end, and I keep telling the nurses, my IV keeps swelling up and all of that. They're like, it's fine. And then finally, you guys, can you still see me, or do I need to change? I feel like it's getting a little darker. So at this point, I'm frustrated. So, and then on the 7th of December, you guys, I was hoping, I was really hoping. On Lyle's birthday was on the 7th of December. So this very nice lady doctor came in, and she was checking me, and I was telling her, oh, you know what, today is my son's birthday. I'm really hoping that I'll get my surgery today, and maybe my kids could share a birthday. Didn't happen. She was like, oh, I'll see what I can do.
If I'm lucky, our oldest son's birthday is today. My kids will share a birthday.
That would be nice, eh?
Yeah.
If I get happy, I want to do an emergency.
Please.
No ways. I'm not doing that.
Please.
No.
I feel like they've been praying for me to wait until today. Since I've been here Monday, they've been just calling, asking me.
But if they are saying there were 3 of you guys, they should. I mean, we didn't book any emergencies.
Is it?
We didn't book emergencies. We didn't book emergencies. So I think you should. Yeah, I think so.
Didn't happen, you guys. Anyway, fast forward, another day comes, and by this time, you know how they put the heart rate every couple of hours. They were checking in on us, and every couple of hours they would put that heart rate monitor thingy around your belly, and you have to either lay on your right, preferably on your right, or on your left, and then you can't move for a couple of minutes. And sometimes you have this thing on for 30 minutes to an hour. And you guys, I would have this because every time the baby would keep moving so much that they would lose the heartbeat, and then they would have to start again. And my body at this point was just aching. I was just feeling like aches from it. It was just frustrating that every other time they would come in and then they would wake us up early in the morning and come in sometimes, and then come in and then they're just checking, making you, and the beds were not exactly the most comfortable. So at this point I'm really starting to get a little frustrated in the hospital. And this thing is that you really don't know when your surgery is. So every day they will probably cut you off from eating from 9 p.m. the previous night, right? And then you had to spend the whole day on an IV. You have to spend the whole day not eating, and only for them to tell you that your surgery was cancelled maybe around about 5, 6 p.m. sometimes even 7 p.m. Then they would come and tell you, oh, your surgery is not going to be today, so you can eat now. And this happened to me not one day, not 2 days. This happened like 3-4 days in a row, you guys. I would literally spend the day without eating. We're just hoping that today would be the day that I would get my surgery done. And no, it wasn't just happening. At this point I'm frustrated. So on December 8th, on the 8th of December, now it was really getting to me. So I spent the whole day without eating again. I'm tired, my body is aching and everything. I'm waiting, I'm hoping that today is going to be the day that I get the surgery done. And I'm just feeling, very defeated. And then the lady comes in around about 7 p.m. because they haven't told us whether we can eat. She comes in at 7 p.m. I ask her, are we still gonna, is there a chance that I could have the surgery done today? She tells me she doesn't know. Only for her to come, you guys, an hour later, around 8 p.m. to tell me that no, the surgery will not be done on that day. So I could go ahead and eat before 9 p.m. so that I could wait again the next day, hoping that I would have the surgery done the next day. You guys, I lost it. I freaking lost it. And I just got emotional, and I'm sitting there on the bed, and I don't want to badmouth anybody. So I just got emotional, and then I was just like, okay. And then I turned around, I sat on the bed facing the wall, and had myself a good cry. And at this point my husband is also frustrated. He's thinking maybe it wasn't a good idea to bring me into this hospital, but now I'm thinking like it's kind of too late to do anything about it. Let me just wait it out another day. I'm sitting there now, and I'm crying, and I'm hungry, and I just, brave myself. I just brave myself, and I go wash my face, and then I get some food, and I'm sitting there on the bed trying to have something to eat before 9 p.m. because if I did eat after 9 p.m. then I wouldn't be able to have the surgery the next day. So then I quickly sit down, get some food, and I eat. So at this point I'm like really emotional. I'm texting me and my husband are texting back and forth. I'm in and out of crying at this point. And then he's like, okay, fine, it's all right, I'll see you in the morning. And then immediately after I'm done eating, you guys, I just feel funny, and I feel like I wanna throw up. And then I get up, and I couldn't make it to the bathroom, and then I just kind of like just threw up there. And I go to see, because there were paper towels in the room that we were, but they were not enough. So I go to ask the nurses at the desk, I threw up in the room, can I get some paper towels so that I can just clean my vomit? And this one nurse, she looks up at me. Clearly they know that I've been crying. So this nurse tells the other nurse that she's the one. That's all they say. She's the one. They look at each other. I'm the one, whatever. Now at this point I'm making up scenarios in my head. Why are they saying that I'm the one? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They give me paper towels. I go back to the room and I clean up the floor. I clean up after my vomit because we are sharing a room with another lady. You guys, you don't want to, I'm just that kind of person. I don't want to leave my vomit there. So I clean up the floor and everything, tidy up, and then I get back to bed. But they come in again later to check the heartbeat, the heart rate of the baby. They put me on the machine, and you guys, I kid you not, at this point my body is just so painful. So then I asked the lady if it's possible that I can get anything for the pain, because I literally cannot take the pain anymore. And no, this was not contractions. It was, I can't explain it, but it wasn't contractions. I was really just feeling pain, like on my hips, maybe from lying on the side too much, or I don't know what it was. So the lady is like, yeah, it's fine. She'll give me something for the pain. So she goes to the back, and then she brings me back these pain pills. And she gives me the pain pills, and I take them. Then a couple of minutes later, she comes back, and then she gives me a yellow pill. And then I ask her what was this before? Oh no, this was when she was giving me the pain pills. First she gave me this yellow pill, and then I asked her, what is this pill for? Because it looked exactly like the one that I take for my blood pressure medication. And then she's like, it's for your blood pressure. Then I was like, no, I've already taken mine. I've got my own pills, so I take those. She was like, okay, that's cool, it's fine. And then she gives me the pain medication. So then I take the pain medication and I try to get some sleep. And then I don't know whether it was because I was emotional or because I just start shaking. I can't stop shaking. I'm shivering. It's like I'm cold. But I did this. Here's the thing. I had the same reaction when I had my first child, my son. When I was in theater with Lyle, I couldn't stop shaking. That the doctors had to strap me to the bed so that I wouldn't shake so much, because I couldn't stop shaking. So I was shaking so bad. But at the same time, I'm very emotional because I'm upset. So I'm thinking, probably this is just me being upset or something like that. And then one of the head nurses comes in, she checks me, and then she says to me, what's the matter? Are you cold? They give me more blankets and stuff, and still I won't stop shaking. At this point, they're checking the baby's heart rate. His heart rate is starting to, speed up a little bit. Whatever that means. Okay. So at this point, the nurse was like, then I explained to her that I did the same thing with my previous son, with my previous pregnancy. And then she says, oh, you're probably getting into labor. So at this point, they are checking me constantly checking me. Eventually I fall asleep, then I get some sleep. They come in again early in the morning, they check me again, and again I'm starting to stabilize a little bit. I'm feeling much better. I'm no longer shaken. I'm less fatigued. I'm a little rested. So, and then around about 6 in the morning, and then the nurse finally comes to me and says to me, I'm gonna get my surgery today, and I'm gonna be first to go in for surgery. Okay, fine. I text my husband, okay, I'm going in for surgery. They booked me in for like 9 a.m. in the morning. And at this point, I'm just glad finally, you know, I'm gonna get the C-section, gonna get it done, and then I can go home. There is nothing worse than being in a hospital. I hate being in hospital. And then 9 o'clock comes, my husband is there. I get to see him a little bit before I get into surgery. My mom is there, my aunt is there, everybody's there outside. They wheel me into the theater, and then there's this there's a lot of doctors there, for starters. It's quite busy. You can see that it's a busy day. Everybody is going about their business. So a doctor comes to me, and a nice young black doctor. Ooh, it was black excellence up in there, let me tell you. There was a lot of black doctors there, which was kind of nice. And then I got in, he's talking to me and everything, and then he's explaining to me the procedure. He gives me some paperwork to sign. I sign the paperwork, and then he explains to me that he needs to talk to me to make sure that I'm lucid enough, you know, that I am making a conscious decision. Okay, fine, I do that. We are talking, and they will me into the theater. At this point, we were just outside the theater, like in the waiting area. There's a lot of different people waiting to get their surgery. So now they wheel me into the surgery, and this is where it all starts. This is where it all starts. Hey, so you've made it over to the end of part 2 of this 4-part video. Again, head on back to the video and watch part 3. I'll meet you there.